Hello everyone and welcome to Cyberwar. Today we're going to do something a bit different. We will be installing an analysis lab in the cloud on the infrastructure of Amazon Web Services. And I'll walk you through the steps. I already recorded the video without the sound, so now I'm playing it, speaking top of it. I am using for this lab some material from the Practical Junior Malware Analysis certification from TCM Academy. I really hope they won't mind. I'll link everything in the description and also mention it, like maybe in the title, I don't know. But the point is, if you want to do malware analysis and not be dependent on your hardware, and you want to do it wherever on the go, and you want to be able to quickly set up something, start it, use it, shut it down, and pay a few cents, this is the tutorial you want to watch. And we will do this using something called Terraform that we need to install first. I'm using the Windows Linux service. So first I copy pasted the command, and of course I had some errors because I was copying also the $sign. Then I forgot to input the password for the sudo. But we're slowly getting there, so I will give you a link to the write-up so you can follow along with the commands. We are still in the Windows command prompt, installing Terraform, which will manage the AWS installation of the 3 virtual machines. Now I had an error, so I did a listing to see what's in the directory. The video is not all in black and white. I have a lot of it filmed in the browser. If you follow along with this video, you'll be able to run the virtual machines through your browser using Guacamole, Apache Guacamole. This script takes care of everything. Here I'm installing the JSON parser JQ, and then okay, what's this? Let's go. And AWS at some point, the command line interface probably coming up. Come on, guys. Yeah, so I finished installing that. Now what I'm doing here, I'm in the AWS console in the users, and I'm creating a new user. Let's call it Terraform. I'm using the tutorial from Husky and the good guys at the TCM security. All right, next. Yeah, I have on this specific account, I'm running multiple cloud accounts on this one. Created the user 5 years ago. So yeah, that's nice. Right, so I need to add the user to something called EC2 full access. It's a security group managing access to the virtual machines in Amazon. So I added it. at some point you will create the access key. I'm not showing you the access key here. Here I'm creating a tag just for budget purposes. Here is the user, created now, Terraform. As you can see, I had another one, wasn't used in a while, So under security credentials here, you can get your API key and you're good to go. Right. I selected it for command line interface. Access keys. All right, now back to the command prompt in your Windows machine. You hit AWS configure, and it will ask you for your access key ID and your access key secret. You put that in, and then this is connected to your Amazon. You need to be a bit careful with this because it does have costs attached, so just don't lose it, don't get hacked, because it could be a pricey mistake. All right. Another issue that we have is that we need to subscribe to something called Apache Guacamole, which is a machine that we run to be kind of the it also costs a few cents per hour when it runs. So basically the architecture is made of three virtual machines: this Apache Guacamole, which accesses the internet, and then two more, FlareVM and Remnux, which you use for malware analysis. And we will do a video next after this one, probably in the next days. But now we're just setting up the lab, and this will be part of a playlist. And I'm going to the course right now, and my purpose is to get new malware as it pops up, like this 3CX malware, and use this system to look at it. And I'm going to do that in public. But for now, all you should know is that we subscribe to this. Let's see, maybe I caught it. Now I already subscribed directly. Okay, so I subscribe to this virtual machine. And then what am I doing? Here, I'm cloning the ASCII hacks lab, and then I'm moving to the AWS lab folder where we need to configure a file. And that file is called, you see it, shared.auto.tfvars.json. All right, I'm pasting the config file in. Yeah, it's a mess. So this is how it looks like in the end. So let me explain here. The FlareVM key and the Remnux key, you get them for free from Husky. I really recommend that you pay for his course. The Guacamole one, you get it when you subscribe. I showed you the one before. I'm gonna put the link for that one also. The account is the user ID that you created, not the name. There's a number there. And use US East 1 because that's how it works. It's where the images are posted, so you should have it. Right here, the file had a configuration error. I just got to get in it and change, main.tf. I need to change 37 to 44. and it worked just fine afterwards. And here it goes. It installed Terraform. I mean, the command was Terraform init. Then you need to do Terraform plan. And then you need to do Terraform apply. So this is directly connected now to your API key through AWS, and it creates virtual machines in your AWS account. So now you're creating machines in the cloud right now. We're already only 9 minutes in, and you're creating a lab for yourself. All right, what's happening here is I opened the Guacamole I opened the Guacamole VM. The IP is not going to work tomorrow, so don't worry about it. Right, this is Guacamole. So this is currently in our Amazon, and we need to create the connections to the VMs. You can also look it up in the link in the tutorial. Now creating the connections for FlareVM under remote desktop protocol. This is a Windows box, FlareVM. Familiar with it? And then go to home and you start it. And through Guacamole, you're connected to this machine. This machine doesn't have internet access unless you give it. And then what else? I need to change your password, whatever. Now we create the SSH connection to Remnux. Then we go into it as SSH. We run a script for VNC, and then we also create a VNC connection if you prefer the graphical user interface. So we have 3 possible connections. This is Remnux as a VNC. Right. As you can see, there's no internet access. Now we are now in the AWS, and I want to show you how you can allow access to the internet, because you need it at some point to get the malware sample on the box. You have to. Let's go. Click on it. We are in the AWS console now. Console. You go to instance, to actions, security, change groups. You remove the no internet and you add the internet group. Now it has internet. I get to download the lab, whatever. Just downloading it. It's a zip file. Worked. I change it back. Don't go infecting the internet with your malware, guys. Just remove the access. And then we're gonna do one more thing. Now I'm testing for internet. It doesn't have any, so it's good. After each detonation, you need to reset the virtual machine. So we're gonna do that through Terraform, because why not? You can also do it from AWS, but it's easier like this. We go back to the console. Okay. And we go Terraform apply, and we replace an image, and it should be instant. All right, that was basically it. I want to give a shout out to the ECM security company that provides this course, where basically I got to learn about this very good script to create this lab. Husky Hacks is running the course, and he's actually using virtual machines installed on a computer, but one of his students, Mr. Alvarez, translated this to AWS with Terraform, and yeah, here we are. And I'm gonna link this in the description. So guys, thank you all for watching. This is the initial episode from a long list that's gonna follow. When I have a few minutes from now on with this lab, I'll just dump a malware and have a look, just for the fun of it. I'm gonna analyze in public, if you can say so. And you guys can follow along this time, because the barrier of entry is a lot smaller. If you just run some scripts in the AWS, it's not as complicated, and it's time consuming, and it's annoying as when you need to do this on your computer, and it's risky, and you can get infected, and you can. So this is like malware analysis lab that just works, and we need to thank DCM Security for this. Alright guys, thank you again. All the best. Goodbye. Oh, please remember to subscribe. Bye bye.